You're sitting in your living room, surrounded by the familiar comforts of home. The TV is playing in the background, a sitcom you've seen 100 times before. You're browsing through your mail, sorting through bills and advertisements. And then you see it. A letter, old and yellowed, with no return address. It looks like it's been hidden away for decades, like a relic from another time. As you pick it up, you can't help but feel a sense of unease. Who could have sent this? Why would they send it to you? You turn it over in your hands, searching for any clue, any hint of who might have written it. But there's nothing, just a simple, white envelope with your name scribbled on the front in a handwriting you don't recognize. You feel a chill run down your spine as you open the letter. The paper is thin and crackling, like old parchment. As you unfold it, you're met with a cryptic message that makes your heart skip a beat. Meet me at the old oak tree at midnight. Come alone. You read the words over and over, trying to make sense of them, but they're just a jumbled mess of sentences, like a puzzle you can't quite solve. Who is this person? What do they want from you? And what's this old oak tree business all about? As you continue to read, you start to feel a sense of unease creeping over you. It's like someone is watching you, following your every move. You look around the room, half expecting to see someone lurking in the shadows. But you're alone. The letter ends with a haunting phrase that sends shivers down your spine. The truth is hidden, but it's waiting for you. What truth? What are they talking about? You feel like you're being pulled into something sinister, something that's beyond your control. You glance at the clock on the wall, and your heart sinks. It's getting late. You're supposed to meet someone at midnight, but you have no idea who or why. You're not even sure if you should go. But something about the letter, about the words on the page, is calling to you. It's like a siren's song, beckoning you deeper into the darkness. As you sit there, frozen in indecision, you start to feel a sense of excitement building inside you. What if this is the adventure you've been waiting for? What if this is the moment that changes everything? You think back to all the times you felt stuck, trapped in a life that's not yours. And now, suddenly, you're being offered a way out. But what cost? You think about all the what-ifs, all the possibilities. What if you go, and it's a trap? What if you get hurt? What if you uncover something that's better left buried? The questions swirl around your head, a maelstrom of fear and uncertainty. And yet, despite all the doubts, despite all the fears, you feel a sense of curiosity growing inside you. Who sent this letter? What do they want from you? And what's the truth they're talking about? You start to feel a sense of determination building inside you. You're going to find out. You're going to uncover the secrets that have been hidden for so long. As the clock ticks closer to midnight, you start to feel a sense of anticipation building inside you. You're not sure what's waiting for you at the old oak tree, but you're willing to take the risk to find out. The letter seems to be calling to you, beckoning you deeper into the unknown. And you're not sure if you'll ever be the same again. The clock strikes midnight, and you're left standing alone in your living room, the letter still clutched in your hand. The room is quiet, the only sound the ticking of the clock on the wall. You're frozen in indecision, unsure of what to do next. But as you look down at the letter, you know that you're not going to be able to ignore it. You're going to have to face whatever is waiting for you, no matter how scary it might be. And that's when it hits you. The truth is hidden, but it's waiting for you. What does that mean? What truth are they talking about? You start to feel a sense of determination building inside you. You're going to find out. You're going to uncover the secrets that have been hidden for so long. As you stand there, the clock ticking away, you start to feel a sense of excitement building inside you. What if this is the adventure you've been waiting for? What if this is the moment that changes everything? You think about all the times you've felt stuck, trapped in a life that's not yours. And now, suddenly, you're being offered a way out. But what cost? You think about all the what-ifs, all the possibilities. What if you go, and it's a trap? What if you get hurt? What if you uncover something that's better left buried? The questions swirl around your head, a maelstrom of fear and uncertainty. And yet, despite all the doubts, despite all the fears, you feel a sense of curiosity growing inside you. Who sent this letter? What do they want from you? And what's the truth they're talking about? You start to feel a sense of determination building inside you. You're going to find out. You're going to uncover the secrets that have been hidden for so long. The clock strikes midnight, and you're left standing alone in your living room, the letter still clutched in your hand. The room is quiet, the only sound the ticking of the clock on the wall. You're frozen in indecision, unsure of what to do next. But as you look down at the letter, you know that you're not going to be able to ignore it. You're going to have to face whatever is waiting for you, no matter how scary it might be. And that's when it hits you. The truth is hidden, but it's waiting for you. What does that mean? What truth are they talking about? You start to feel a sense of determination building inside you. You're going to find out. You're going to uncover the secrets that have been hidden for so long. The question is, are you brave enough to take the first step? As you continue to dig deeper into the mystery of the old oak tree, you begin to uncover a dark history that's been buried for years. The more you learn, the more you realize that someone is trying to keep this truth hidden, and you're getting close to the truth. You start by researching the location, and what you find is shocking. The old oak tree is tied to a tragic event from the past, one that was covered up and silenced for decades. People in the town have whispered about it in hushed tones, but no one seems to know the full story. As you delve deeper, you discover that the location has a reputation for being cursed. Multiple people have gone missing or died under suspicious circumstances, and the locals are terrified to even mention the tree's name. You start to feel a chill run down your spine as you realize that you're not just investigating a mystery, but you're also uncovering a dark presence that's been lurking in the shadows. You begin to dig through old news articles and police records, searching for any mention of the event. And then you find it. A small article buried deep in the archives, detailing a tragic accident that occurred at the old oak tree. But as you read on, you realize that something doesn't add up. The article barely scratches the surface of what really happened, and you start to suspect that someone is trying to cover up the truth. The more you learn, the more you realize that the event that took place at the old oak tree was a cover-up. Evidence and witnesses were silenced, and the truth was buried for good. You start to wonder who was behind the cover-up and why they went to such great lengths to keep the truth hidden. As you continue to investigate, you start to feel like you're being watched. You see movement out of the corner of your eye, but whenever you turn to look, there's no one there. You start to feel a sense of unease, like you're being stalked by something or someone. And then, you receive a message on your phone. It's a simple text, but it sends chills down your spine. Leave now while you still can. You're not sure who sent the message, but you know you have to keep investigating. You're getting close to the truth, and you can feel it. You start to wonder who's behind the message and what they're trying to scare you away from. But you're not one to back down from a challenge, and you're determined to uncover the truth, no matter what it takes. As you continue to dig deeper, you start to uncover more and more evidence of the cover-up. You find old police reports, witness statements, and even some cryptic messages from someone who was involved. But the more you learn, the more you realize that you're not alone in your investigation. Someone or something is watching you, and they're not happy about it. You start to wonder if you've made a mistake by digging so deep. Maybe you should have left the past alone and not tried to uncover the truth. But it's too late now. You've come too far, and you're too invested in the mystery. You're determined to see it through, no matter what dangers lie ahead. As you finish reading through the last of the documents, you feel a sense of excitement and trepidation. You're getting close to the truth, but you're not sure what you'll find. Will you uncover a dark secret that's been hidden for years? Or will you stumble into something even more sinister? You're not sure, but you're ready for whatever comes next. The question is, what really happened at the old oak tree? And who is trying to keep the truth hidden? You're about to find out, but you're not sure if you're ready for the truth. Are you prepared to face the darkness that's been lurking in the shadows? Or will you turn back now and leave the mystery unsolved? You're not alone in your investigation. Someone or something is watching you, and they're not happy about it. You have to be careful, because you don't know what's waiting for you around the next corner. But you're not going to back down. You're going to keep digging, no matter what dangers lie ahead. The truth is out there. You're getting close to it. But are you prepared for what you'll find? The old oak tree is waiting for you, and it's not going to give up its secrets easily. But you're not going to give up either. You're going to keep investigating, no matter what it takes. What really happened at the old oak tree? And who is trying to keep the truth hidden? You're about to find out, but you're not sure if you're ready for the truth. Are you prepared to face the darkness that's been lurking in the shadows? Or will you turn back now and leave the mystery unsolved? You step out of your car and onto the crumbling asphalt of the old driveway, the creaking of the trees above like a chorus of restless spirits. The air is heavy with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched, that unblinking eyes are trained on you from the shadows. As you approach the old oak tree, the silence grows thicker like a palpable fog. You've been investigating this place for weeks, following a trail of clues that seem to lead nowhere. But now, with the yellowed letters still fresh in your mind, you're convinced that you're on the cusp of something big. The first strange occurrence happens on your third visit. You're standing beneath the branches of the oak, taking notes, and trying to piece together the events of that fateful night. Suddenly, a chill runs down your spine as you hear a faint whisper in your ear. It's a soft, raspy voice, barely audible, but it sends a shiver down your spine. At first, you think it's just the wind, but then you hear it again, louder this time. It's a single word, a name that sends a jolt of fear through your veins. You spin around, searching for the source of the voice, but there's no one in sight. The whisper seems to come from all around you, echoing off the trees. Over the next few days, the occurrences grow more frequent and more intense. You start to experience vivid nightmares, filled with images of the old oak tree and the events that took place there. You wake up in the dead of night, drenched in sweat, with the sound of whispers still echoing in your mind. It's as if the location itself is trying to communicate with you, to convey a message that's hidden beneath the surface. You start to feel like you're being pulled into a world of darkness, a world where the truth is hidden behind a veil of terror. As you delve deeper into the mystery, you begin to uncover a larger conspiracy. The event that took place at the old oak tree was not an isolated incident, but part of a series of occurrences that stretch back decades. You start to piece together a timeline of events, a narrative that's both terrifying and fascinating. But the more you learn, the more you realize that you're in grave danger. You're not just investigating a mystery. You're uncovering a dark truth that could get you killed. The whispers in your ear grow louder, more insistent, as if the forces of darkness are closing in around you. You try to push on, to uncover the truth no matter the cost. But with each new discovery, you're forced to confront the reality of your situation. You're not just a curious investigator. You're a pawn in a much larger game, a game where the stakes are higher than you ever could have imagined. As you stand beneath the branches of the old oak tree, the wind rustling through the leaves, you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. The whispers in your ear grow louder, more urgent, as if the darkness is closing in around you. What will happen when you uncover the truth? Will you be able to escape the darkness that's closing in around you? The fate of your investigation and your very life hangs in the balance. You step out of the darkness, the flickering streetlights casting eerie shadows on the ground. The air is heavy with anticipation, the weight of secrets yet to be revealed. You've been digging for weeks, poring over dusty records and crumbling documents, but nothing could have prepared you for this moment. As you approach the crumbling mansion, a sense of trepidation washes over you. The once grand entrance now lies in shambles, the wooden door hanging crookedly from its hinges. You can feel the eyes of the past upon you, the weight of secrets that have been buried for far too long. You push open the creaking door, the sound echoing through the empty halls. The air inside is thick with the scent of decay, the walls bearing the scars of time and neglect. You move deeper, your footsteps echoing off the walls, until you come face to face with the person you've been searching. But it's not who you expected, not by a long shot. The figure standing before you is someone you've known for years, someone you've trusted with your deepest secrets. And yet, as you look into their eyes, you see something that makes your blood run cold. A glimmer of malice, a spark of calculation, a cold, calculating gaze that seems to bore into your very soul. You realize, with a jolt of shock, that this person has been hiding the truth from you all along. The secrets you've uncovered, the mysteries you've solved, were all designed to lead you here, to this moment. The truth hits you like a sledgehammer, leaving you breathless and reeling. The event that took place at the old oak tree was just the tip of the iceberg, a small part of a much larger conspiracy that spans decades. You think back to the documents you've seen, the records you've uncovered, and suddenly, the pieces fall into place. The truth is a revelation that will leave you breathless and shaken. It's a secret that's been hidden for far too long, a truth that will change everything you thought you knew about your world. As you stand there, frozen in shock, the person before you begins to speak. Their words are laced with malice, their tone dripping with venom. You realize, with a growing sense of horror, that you're not just facing a conspiracy, you're facing a monster. A monster that's been hiding in plain sight, masquerading as a friend. A monster that's been manipulating you, using you, and discarding you like a used tissue. You're faced with a choice, to confront the monster or to turn and run. But as you look into their eyes, you know that there's no escape. The truth has been revealed, and there's no going back. What will you do next? Will you face the monster head-on, or will you flee in terror? The choice is yours, but one thing's for sure. Your life will never be the same again. You step out of the darkness, the weight of the truth settling heavy on your shoulders. The revelation that had shaken you to your core still lingers, like an open wound that refuses to heal. As you process the truth, you're left to grapple with the consequences of your investigation. You thought you were seeking answers, but what you uncovered is far more complicated than you ever could have imagined. The truth is a double-edged sword, capable of bringing both freedom and terror. You feel a mix of emotions, like a storm raging inside you. Relief, guilt, and a deep sense of unease. You realize that the journey to uncover the truth is just as important as the truth itself. The struggles, the doubts, the moments of fear and uncertainty, all of these played a crucial role in shaping the outcome. As you reflect on your investigation, you begin to see the bigger picture. The truth is not always what you expect, and the journey to uncover it can be just as terrifying as the destination. You think back to the countless hours spent researching, the sleepless nights spent poring over documents, and the moments of sheer panic when you felt like giving up. But it was all worth it, wasn't it? The truth, no matter how painful or difficult to accept, is always better than living in ignorance. You're left with more questions than answers, and a deep sense of unease that lingers long after the revelation. What does this mean for you? For those involved? For the community at large? The questions swirl in your mind like a vortex, refusing to be silenced. But one thing is certain, nothing will ever be the same again. As you stand here, lost in thought, you're faced with a choice. Will you leave the mystery unsolved, or will you continue to dig, to uncover more secrets and truths? The truth is hidden, but it's waiting for you. Will you take the risk and investigate further, or will you walk away, leaving the mystery to haunt you forever? The choice is yours, and only you can decide what's next. You feel the weight of the truth settling on you, like a mantle that's been passed down through generations. It's a weight that's both crushing and empowering, a reminder that the truth is always within reach, but often hidden from view. And as you stand here, at the crossroads of uncertainty, you're forced to confront the ultimate question. What do you do next?